We're back.
We are back. So now we have the side chat. So I hope you guys can find us.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what, we've just had real technical problems today. It's we started off trying to log on and it would the chat wouldn't come on. Then we tried to use our phones, and then of course it was just showing that this was just chugging around. So we've had no reception. Again, I think I've got to be honest, our internet is not great. I've noticed this happen a lot. It will just cut out at various points.
But this time's not about our internet.
I don't know what happened there. Anyway, we're back. We're there. Somebody's back on. Thank you for coming back, guys. We really do appreciate that.
Thank you.
I know it's a real annoyance when we're halfway through a conversation. And we don't know, because we were chatting for ages, so I don't know where you guys left us off on. I think we may have been from when we got the Starbucks drinks, and that was it. Luckily, we just kept repeating ourselves just in case.
Luckily, Sam was able to say no video.
Yay, St. Cop, and we can see the chat. So apologies, everybody. We're really sorry about that. We just have major technical problems today. Those gremlins in the system. But yeah, we were thinking of you, St. Cop, because of the afternoon tea at Bread Ahead. So we're there thinking, Sam, hello! Sam. Spooky Sam. Oh, I like your new change in avatar.
SB the line.
Hello, how are you? Tia, you're back.
Tia, hi. Bonjour, comment ça va? Est-ce que tu es bien?
So guys, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you coming back, because like I said, it's just been major technical problems. So thank you for coming back. We've no idea where we left off, because we've no idea where it just went kaput. We did notice on our phones that it wasn't showing either as well. It was just stuck on the loop. So I don't know what has happened there. Hey Jan, how are you?
Hello.
Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
But yeah, so you
I
guys,
hope you're well.
Are you guys being okay? Good to see you back. Right. So yeah, as we were saying, back to the thing. So afternoon tea. So we've got I don't know where we left off, so apologies if I'm repeating myself. So we've got our favorite donut store coming up this weekend. Donatelia is our favorite donut place. We are really looking forward to you guys watching this as well. If you haven't seen it already, we have tried Donatelia on the live, but this one is a proper where we sit down like this. You'll see the same background, and we try a good range of their donuts. Nice to see you. To see you, nice.
So what has everyone been up to during the bank holiday weekend? Did you do anything special? Did you do anything nice? We had a barbecue.
It's a take two. So we're back.
We had a barbecue, and the barbecue was really nice. I did steak, I did pork, we did corn on a cob, salmon, baked potatoes. But to be right, so Mark bought a bag of potatoes. There were 6 in there, and I thought, you know what, I'll put on all 6 so we can have baked potatoes in the week. Now, I like to bake my potatoes for 2 hours, right? Some people might think that's a long time. It really isn't. I like 2 hours. But an hour and a half, all the stuff was done. So I thought, you know what, let me pull out. I was right to leave it on for 2 hours. Yeah. In fact, it should have been more than 2 hours.
These were huge. These potatoes
were huge. And the thing was, so while they were done all the way through, which they were, you know, you get that sort of like waxy taste. So like you're still slicing the kind of, well, as I like it, pillowy, and you know, I want to add my butter to it. I want to add my salt to it and all of that type of stuff. And while it tasted, it wasn't like, So then later on, I put it back on for another hour. Yeah.
So next time we do, we know to do them for 2 hours. Tia said her dad had his 60th birthday party.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to Dad.
Yeah.
What did you do, Tia? And did he enjoy it? Obviously, he probably did. But what did you guys get up to? Did you take him anywhere? Did you cook? Did you do a family gathering? Let us know what you did. That sounds amazing. SB Alive said, I went for a hike on Hampstead Heath.
Oh,
then
nice.
Relax for the rest of it. Oh, we've not done the heat for ages.
After hiking, yes, I would relax for the rest of it too. I don't think I would have done the hike in the first place.
No,
Got to be honest.
Kelly just did the second part, which is the relaxed part.
Yeah.
But yeah. We went. Didn't we go to Hampstead Heath for the Friends Fest one time? Was that at Hampstead?
That was at Clapham.
Oh, that was at Clapham. That was it. Sorry, that was
Clapham.
at Clapham Sleep.
Yeah.
Clapham.
Hampstead Heath is right on the other side, so it's sort of near. It's near Hampton Court, right? That's the sort of end?
Not that far.
Richmond end. Yeah.
It's towards that, but not that far.
But Hampton Court is Richmond. It's all of that sort of end.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that far down. Sam said
we're about to find out.
Sam said Yummers baked potatoes are amazing, and barbecue corn too. We did the corn.
We did the corn on a
Have
cob.
you ever put a banana in its skin on the barbecue? They are delicious. No, you don't like bananas, but I will try that. The other thing I really wanted to try, and I keep forgetting, keep forgetting to buy one, is do grilled pineapple. I really want to do it, and I've heard it's really, really nice, but I keep forgetting to get the barbecue. Get the pineapple.
Get the pineapple, not the barbecue, because we got the barbecue.
Jan said, why didn't you microwave the spuds first, then air fry them? Shorter cooking time.
Do you know what? So I'm going to say something very controversial, because somebody said to me today the exact same thing. Well, not the air fryer part, but just doing it in the microwave. I am not one for doing things in the microwave, unfortunately. Plus, since we moved in, I think, how many times have we used the microwave?
About 4 times in about 10 years.
4 times, right?
And it's gone kaput anyway.
It doesn't work now. It doesn't work, because we've never used it really. It now doesn't work. But we do have an air fryer, and I did contemplate maybe sticking so after I had cooked it, sticking the baked potato in the air fryer but I did have it on the barbecue, so I did put it on the barbecue for a little while, but it didn't do what it needed to do. So I then put it back in the oven, but I had put half, because I only ate half of my potato, and then I wrapped up the other half. We put it back in the oven, and then it was. So now I'm thinking, is it because my potato was half that it was good? But I don't know if the other one is, because these were giant. I don't think I'd seen giant potatoes like that before. They were really big.
But Jan's idea though, maybe if you don't want to microwave them, you could just put them in the
air fryer. Yeah, I probably would try that next time. Try the air fryer, because there is something, I don't know what setting it is, but I think I've got it in my book, that there is a setting for baked potato.
Sam said, I had my bathroom floor leveled. Not very exciting, but I had lots of fun with Zachary. Oh, bless him.
Nice.
How is he doing? Is he okay?
Did you tell everyone about your drink? Because it stopped, I think, when we did the Starbucks.
Oh yeah, so I've got the
well, he hasn't got it anymore.
Well, I've drank it now, but it's back. You can tell summer is ending, unfortunately, but the pumpkin spice is back in with Starbucks. But I don't like the I asked for it. Was it pumpkin cream or something?
Pumpkin sauce.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask for that again.
It's
too sweet.
Oh, okay. So no pumpkin sauce.
I don't normally have sugar in my coffee, and this is sweet. So I think the pumpkin sauce is quite sweet. But if you like sugary drinks, that is for you. Tia said, party with all the nearest and dearest. Great food and dancing.
Oh, nice.
I'm talking chili, paneer, masala chips, chicken tikka, lamb chops, and all the curries. Oh, Tia!
I'm not mad on the tikka, but when you're mentioning lamb chops, did you have samosas? Did you have samosas? Did you have oh my Lord, did you have lamb samosas? Because now you're talking my language. I'm like, oh God, that's so good.
Do you know what? You'd have to, if I was there, Tia, you'd have to get a forklift truck to wheel me out and go beep, beep, beep. Food coma.
Yeah, this one, paneer and all of that type, that is definitely Mark.
Good on you, love, said Jan. Oh, there you go. Sam said, the best baked spuds I ever had were cooked on my open log fire during a power cut.
Do you know what? I can imagine, because I was thinking if I put them on the barbecue.
I did put mine on the barbecue,
but it didn't do anything. Yeah, it didn't do anything. But I'm wondering if I had cut it in half and put them face down, would that have changed things?
Well, the other thing is as well, we do have a lid on it, but of course it always puts the things out. But obviously you have to put the air vents on. But I'm always worried about doing that because I don't think it actually acts as an oven. I think it acts more, it just coals the flame. So that's why I just want to.
No, but it smokes, doesn't it? That's why you put the lid on and you open the vent.
It doesn't work. I've tried it several times. It doesn't work. I have to try it a different way. Tia said,
no, you do put the wood chips.
No, I didn't that time.
Yeah.
Oh, you must have got a crispy skin, said Tia, on the potatoes. If you do put them on the barbecue, it did actually crisp up the skin, and you put salt on it as well, which helps crisp it up.
Yeah. So when I bake my potatoes, this is how I do it. I wash them and then I pierce them. But I normally pierce them with a knife. I don't do it with a fork like everybody else. I pierce them with a knife, and then on my so then I cut a square of foil, and on my foil I'll put some oil, salt and pepper, some chili flakes, maybe some garlic granules and some onion granules, and then I'll roll my potato around in that, and then I roll it up, and then I fold it over, and then I bung that in the oven, and that's how I do my baked potatoes. And yes, you do get a crispy skin, but if you wanted to take it off halfway through, you can do, which I don't normally do. I just leave it on for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I like the potato to do its thing. So like when my sister-in-law, if she's doing lamb, she puts it on in the oven on a low heat or whatever, and she leaves it for its 2 hours or 3 hours or however long that lamb's got to be on for it to be absolutely fall off the bone. And so yeah, we just sort of like, when I do something in the oven, I just like to let it do its thing. But so I've got a recipe book for slow cooker, and there was a recipe in there for duck, and I thought, I've got to try that duck recipe. I've got to try that duck recipe. Just saying.
There you go. Sam said, oh, Zachary is great. He admitted to eating fluff on the video. Now you know. Now you know. But I think you suspected anyway. Lauren, how are you?
Hey, Lauren. I hope you're well.
You good? Did you have a nice weekend? Oh, she said she's watching Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you've gotten into that now. You were watching that last week.
No, she was chasing Pokemon, I think, last week.
No. I think she was watching it.
Right. I thought you were chasing. I thought you were out. I thought you were doing.
Were you chasing it or were you watching it? I'm sure you were watching it. Catherine's joined us. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. I hope you're well.
Hi. I like to do a baked brie in foil on the barbecue. Oh, I have to try that.
That's definitely one for Mark.
Do you know what? With the brie, I always thought you had to bake it. I didn't realise you can actually bung it on the barbecue.
Yeah, I assumed that would work. I am not a cheese person, and if I do have cheese, what is it?
That horrible.
No, it's melt my cheese.
Yeah, melt your cheese. I thought you were going to say that horrible soft cheesy stuff.
I like La Roulette or Dubossin, that type of cheese. I really like that. But you're not a fan of the creamy cheeses.
No.
Mark's
a fly.
Yeah, there's a fruit fly. Mark's more a fan of the hard cheeses, but you do like it when it's melted. So
yeah. I do like brie. So thank you, Catherine. I shall have to try that on the barbecue. You just wrap it in foil, and just chuck it on. And do you chuck it towards the end of the coals or at the beginning? Is it too hot at the start? Hey, Connie, thank you for coming back. Yeah, we're really sorry. The internet just went, I don't know if it was the internet or what. It just went bosh. So whatever went, just cut us out.
It was the internet on the phone, but it was a YouTube problem for the chat here. So it's a combination of both. But really, what we should have done was just restarted the live. Next time, that's what we'll do. We just restart the live and then have all you lovely people.
Lawrence, no, you're right. So it was Pokemon Channel I played on TV. What was popping into your stream. So yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Sam said, I love it when the potato skin is crispy, almost burnt.
Yes. Yeah, almost being the operative word, but I do like it. So a lot of the things that we do. So if we're doing dauphinoise potatoes, I love all the crispy bits, but so do you.
Yeah.
And so I like to have them sort of, but again, there are some things that I like to overcook. And so because I like the crispiness of it, or I'm a textured person. So I like the texture of it. I do think that's where the flavor is as well. And stuff like that. So yeah, there are a couple of things that I do like to slightly overcook, especially on a barbecue when you get that lovely char. I love the char. I don't like it burnt, but I love a char on the, like, if I'm doing steak or if I'm doing pork chops or something like that. And yeah, when we're doing corn on the cob, that's always really nice as well, with a gorgeous char on it too. Yeah.
Has anybody tried the skins you get? I forget which restaurant does it, but they serve potato skins. They hollow out all the potato, mix it with butter and cheese, and then put it back into the potato, and then serve that. So baked potato skins. Was it?
I don't know, but TGI Fridays used to do
yes, it's TGI's. You're right, it's TGI's.
Yeah, they did.
We had it when we were in the States. Hi, Sam said. Sam said hi to Lauren. Tia said s'mores on a fire is lush. Now, what was that video, that TikTok you sent me talking to s'mores? Oh,
that was the Stay Puffed.
Mr. Stay Puffed. So where is that? Is that at Florida?
It's in Universal.
Oh, Universal Studios. So
they're doing it at the moment, Halloween Horror Nights.
So they're doing marshmallow on s'mores as well, but obviously in the shape of Mr. Stay Puft from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and obviously I sent it to Mark because I know how much Mark would dearly love to. He'd love to try that thing.
They're not. Unfortunately, they're not veggie friendly. Those ones.
Yeah, as well, and they won't do them all year round. So.
Where are we? Oh yeah, I was watching Pokemon Go today. I'm watching the Pokemon anime.
Right.
I did play Pokemon Go earlier.
Right.
I feel is that still going? You used to play that a lot.
No,
the Harry Potter one.
The Harry Potter one. I didn't play I played the Pogo one for a short period of time, but the Harry Potter one I played quite a lot.
Catherine said yes. Catherine said just chuck it on. If you poke it later, you can feel when it's melted. Oh, so right, okay, that's interesting.
Ooh.
So you just give it you can just tell then if it sticks in, then you know.
Right. So is that in the foil? Sorry. Or
yeah.
not?
Oh yeah. Otherwise, it's just gonna burn.
I was gonna say just like we like the Stay Puft marshmallow.
Yeah, it would just all melt into the barbecue. Then that's just gonna smoke. Where are we? Sam said Stilton or brie added to homemade sausage rolls with either cranberry sauce or brown said pickle is one of my favorite Christmas Eve nibbles.
Wow.
Now, Sam, you would love in Rochester the Christmas thing that you had. What was it? The pasty. Do you remember?
Oh, the turkey pasty. Yeah. I can't remember what they called it. The Christmas pasty, the festive pasty, something like that. And it had turkey. And the thing is, I don't really like turkey. Even when it's juicy, I'm not a lover of turkey. I can just about bear chicken, like roast chicken. I'm not a roast chicken or roast turkey. I don't mind a breaded chicken and stuff like that, but roast chicken or roast turkey has never really been my thing. And so when I heard that they were doing a turkey pasty, I was just like, and I'd already bought all of my stuff, and I thought, no, I've got to go back and I've got to try that turkey pasty. But it was really nice. Look, I think we've mentioned this before because I've had pasties many times and I've not really liked them, but I did like that one in Rochester. I thought it was really, really nice.
So there you go. We will try to get back to Rochester this year. We can't promise anything because we've got so much on, but we will do. Christmas is the best time to go, really. Well, Christmas and summer.
I feel like Rochester's quite nice anytime you go, really.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like if you go when there's a festival, it's very busy down there. So they have like a Dickensian type festival, and people all get dressed up, and they'll get dressed up like I don't know, not so much Oliver Twist, but they'll like a Christmas Carol, like Scrooge. There'll be Scrooge running around, or Peggy, I can't remember how the Tiny Tim and all of those types of characters would be. Well, they don't do a lot of children ones, but it's more of the grown-up ones. And so so if you are into Dickens characters, Dickens storybooks and stuff like that, Rochester's definitely the place for you to go, for sure.
Kirsty, hi, how are you?
Hey Kirsty, I hope you're well.
Popping in to say hi, everyone.
Hi.
Sorry your visit to Prezzo wasn't so great. Watching your vlog, I think your review was fair. Oh, bless. Thank you. Well, we always, do you know what, Kirsty? We always try and be fair. We always try and go with the idea that we want it to succeed, or do well rather than succeed, but actually enjoy, and
enjoy the meal. I go in thinking, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this meal, I want to enjoy this meal. I go in with not high expectations, but the expectation of enjoying a meal. That's the expectation I go with. I'm not going with high expectations. And if I do have high expectations, I always say on a video or even on the live, go, I feel like I've been spoiled. I'm expecting this. But I'm just expecting a basic level. I'm expecting a basic salad. You know, if you're telling me it's chicken, bacon, and what you call it, avocado, that's what I'm expecting to see. I'm not, or prosciutto as they was. So I was expecting prosciutto ham, and I was expecting chicken, and I was and like I looked at it and I was just like, this is not the salad that I was expecting. And I didn't see where my Italian leaves were. There weren't even any proper Italian leaves. It was iceberg lettuce or some type of lettuce. And I was just like, what is this?
I mean, it wasn't bad. This is the thing, but it was just, it was okay. It was mediocre. It's the sort of thing I would say if you finished work and you just want to, you're with some friends and they go, oh, let's just get something to eat quickly. Let's just go to Prezzo. That's how I would say it, or something along those lines. Or if you're really hungry and you just want to eat something quickly, and it just happens to be there. But I wouldn't go out my way to go.
No, I think our opinions are different. Maybe it's because of what we had. And so your opinions are a little bit higher than mine. But what I had, I was just like, that would turn me off and I would not get that again. But I would try it in a different restaurant because don't get me wrong, I've had salads at Prezzo before. It's why I wanted to have the salad. I wanted to enjoy it and stuff like that. Because I saw the pasta, because I weren't feeling the pastas and I didn't want pizza. So, and normally their pastas are really good. They didn't even have any pizza fries or anything like that. So I just thought, you know what? Let me go for a salad. It's been a while. I like salads and stuff like that. So I just thought, let me try it. But as well, I'm used to having good salads. So funnily enough, sports bar. So whenever I go to sports bar, yeah. Let me tell you about sports bar, yeah, because you don't know about sports bar. Let me tell you.
Clearly, I don't.
Let me tell you about sports bar, and I don't know if they still do it, but they did this really nice salad with all Italian leaves, with Creole breaded chicken, grapes, and what do you call it? Chorizo sausage, right? And then they put like
the sports bar did this.
That's what I'm saying to you. The sports bar. And then they had what you call it, sweet chili sauce. What's it? Grapes in my salad with Italian leaves, Creole chicken. You're talking about Creole chicken and Italian salad, not even the same thing.
We are talking about the sports bar.
Chorizo sausage and sweet chili sauce. Now, listen. You don't even know.
Well, we've not been to the sports, or I haven't been to sports bar for years.
I've been to sports bar.
Yeah, I know. Madam goes all the time. You see all the times that I go. See how she goes out all this time.
Now, the last time I went to sports bar, they didn't have it, so I don't know if it's something that they rotate on the menu or they've just taken it away. But they also do loaded fries, and in the loaded fries, there's cheese, bacon, and chicken. Again, another winner, right? Now, sports fast food is not that great. It isn't. It's very mediocre. But if you find something that you like on a menu, you will order that thing on the menu that you like. And it just shows you, I could go to the sports bar and slum it with loaded fries, with chips, bacon. And it's a simple concept. A simple concept. I can also slum it with their salad and blah, blah, blah. Then you go to Prezzo, which costs more money, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Look at that.
Now, we'll have to try the sports bar again. Well, I know you've been, but I've not been to the sports bar for years, probably pre-pandemic. How about classic toppings, sour cream, fresh chives, and bacon bits? So good on a jacket potato.
Let me tell you what I'm going to put on my jacket
potato. There we go. Here we go. Listen to this, Sam. Here we go, Sam.
So I'm going to have my jacket potato, salt and butter, and then I'm going to put baked beans and sausages, pancetta, cheese, and sweet corn. And I'm going to make sure that is all melted. The cheese, obviously, all melted on nothing, and that's how I'm going. That's what I'm having on my baked potato.
There you go.
Probably with mayo on the side. I can't lie.
So Kirsty said hi, Tia. Hi, Kirsty, said Sam. Perfect for a Christmas market vlog, said Connie. Now, actually, Connie, we haven't done a Christmas vlog for a long time, Christmas market vlog. We did do one in Brussels many, many years ago. That's pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And we did do one in Paris very briefly.
We didn't do one in Paris?
No, it wasn't Christmas. You're right. It wasn't Christmas. We did do one in Leicester Square, but we never ended up putting the footage up.
Oh, did we not?
No, we didn't in the end.
Oh.
I'll tell you why. It's because something was happening around about that time. I forget what it was. We're busy doing other stuff, and then I forgot we'd shot it. And this is like January this time.
Right, and then it was
I
too
thought
late.
it was too late then.
Yeah. But we did do one. No, we did do part of the Leicester Square one because the other one was the following year, or it was a few weeks later.
There was one we went to Trafalgar Square to do.
Yeah, that was the Trafalgar Square one. But the Leicester Square one we put up because that was when we stayed at the Strand Palace. And that was when Sam came down. That one we put up. So we did do a Christmas market in Leicester Square. So Leicester Square.
That's 2 years
right,
ago.
Yeah, right in the middle. That's longer than 2 years, no?
No, it's 2 years.
Oh, is it 2 years? I thought it was longer than that. Right in the middle, they do a Christmas market, but it gets so packed in there and all of that type of stuff. But it might be worth trying one on South Bank, doing a Christmas market there on South Bank. That might be quite useful. Oh, not quite useful, but that might be quite nice. It might be quite nice to do it in the week, maybe. So it might be less packed than on the weekend.
Sam said, I used to make, oh, look how we've gone on to Christmas already. We're not even finished summer yet. I used to make cheesy turkey for the kids. Cubes of diced turkey fried with onion, then add milk to make a homemade cheese sauce and serve with mash or rice.
Oh.
They used to love it.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So was it cheesy turkey? Not heard of that.
No, I'm not really one for that type of a sauce because my mum used to make it when I was younger.
Is it like a bechamel?
Yes, almost like a bechamel, and but you add cheese to it, and I was traumatized, so I don't. That's what I. Do you know what I don't eat? Because my mum used to make macaroni cheese that way, and she used to do cauliflower cheese that way, and it's put me off. And it's like when my aunt used to do bread pudding, and that put me off. So now,
if you're watching, Auntie.
Yeah. So now I don't really eat like macaroni cheese or cauliflower cheese. Or I will. M&S do quite a nice mac and cheese, so I will eat their mac and cheese.
My Auntie Joyce does a very, very nice mac and cheese.
Ooh.
So if you're watching Auntie Joyce, love your mac and cheese.
Wow.
Also back onto Pokemon. Lauren said the more candies you get for each Pokemon, you can teach them new attacks.
Oh.
Power them up and evolve them. You gain candies by catching more of the same Pokemon, transferring them and walking with them. Wow. Is this the one where you with a map and you go find them? Because there was, I remember when that first came out, loads of people flocked to Central Park in New York because they said they had loads and loads of dojo fighting.
And there's loads of meetups. There's loads of people that do like meetups. They did meetups for Harry Potter and they did meetups for Pogo, but sadly Harry Potter is no longer.
I know. Tia said, hiya, Kirsty. These are the salads you're looking for. Yeah, exactly. Right? They were not Sam. They were not the Sam. Oh, yeah. Lauren said that actually, is you can buddy up on the game.
Yeah.
Have you buddied up with anyone on it, Lauren? Have you gone out as well? Do you go as a group for Pokemon? Have you got do you want a chat room or a forum? Let us know. Put it in the comments. Actually, can you put some water in here? That was actually quite sweet. I do need to water that down. Kirsty said, Caesar salad is my go-to everywhere we go. Well, that's all right, because you know where you are with it.
Yeah. I'm not a lover of Caesar salad, but there is somebody that I do know who has Caesar salad all the time. Yeah, she really likes it as well.
Is that even?
No.
Lauren said you could also catch a strong Pokemon in the wild. You could also trade Pokemon with your friends. The game is free. All right. I was going to say, the trouble is, if I got that, I would be so addicted. I would go walking around places trying to find these Pokemon.
I did for me, it just didn't grab me as much as the Harry Potter one did.
But you're more invested in Harry
Potter. Yeah, I was heavily invested in Harry Potter. I just, it it was just so heartbreaking when they decided to close the game.
Sam said, "Son of a nutcracker, I love Christmas." Well, now talking of Christmas, one of the afternoon teas Kelly and I do want to do is a Christmas one.
Yeah.
A Christmas themed afternoon tea.
Yeah.
Now we haven't decided where, because lots of places do Christmas afternoon themed, well, Christmas themed afternoon tea, but
I've never really looked into it. I've got to be honest.
I found one which I'm going to show you a video. Some other guy's done it, and I quite like the look of it. But I will show you it and see what you think.
Okay.
But they do, and I've forgotten the name of it, so I'll have to do it.
Yeah, mini mince pie. But
No.
I don't want mini Christmas pudding.
No, it's none of that. So they have a snowman dessert. So it's actually in the shape of the snowman. And they got some other bits as well. I won't ruin it. You can see it. But also as well, this is a couple of years old, so they may have changed it.
They don't have mince pies.
What
kind of Christmas afternoon tea mockery is this?
Well, you'll see. They may have. And also, I can't remember the video.
Mockery of a Christmas afternoon tea.
Kelly loves mince pies. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a big fan of Christmas fare, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of mince pies. I don't like Christmas pudding. So yeah, but Christmas cake I don't mind. Sam said, "Oh no, I will be awake night thinking of Xmas flavors." So come on, what is your favorite Christmas dessert if you are going to?
First of all, do you think it's too early to talk about? Because we're in August still.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Do you think it's too early to talk about Christmas? It isn't for me because I love Christmas, but it's not too early for me to talk about Christmas. But I feel like it's too early for me to see things about Christmas.
Well, I keep telling this story, but when I used to work at Tesco when I was a student, we used to bring in all the Christmas stuff in August. It'd be boiling hot outside.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're bringing all the mince pies and Christmas bits and bobs they were bringing in.
One year, there was a real big complaint because all the Christmas stuff comes in September. So, but I remember one year they brought it in August and there was a big hoo-ha about it and they haven't done it since. So I'm not seeing anything Christmas in the shops yet. But September, I'm fully prepared to see. But August, no. I feel like August is too soon to see stuff.
Well, Lauren said it is too early. September on Sunday is a bit early to do Christmas. There you go. No, fair enough. And I think a lot of people do feel that as well. Because not everybody likes it. The Ampersand Hotel in South Kensington is doing a Jurassic themed afternoon tea.
Yes, I saw that. Yes, I did.
Kirsty, thanks for letting us know. I didn't know that.
I did see. I'm sure I sent it to you. But I did.
Top me up, please. No, I haven't seen this. You may have done. You
just haven't seen it. But I swear it popped up on my TikTok.
Well, that's actually a good one for us potentially to do.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I feel like that would be quite. I'm sure you get a brush, don't you, to sort of as if you were what do they call it?
Oh, like an archaeologist.
Yeah, I'm sure they do something similar to that, if I'm not mistaken.
What? So you don't actually brush away the soil and then reveal the dinosaur underneath. Oh, that's really cool.
And that's if that's the same one that I'm thinking of.
Kirsty, thanks for letting us know. So the Ampersand, right? Okay. Well, SB Live said Sainsbury's has celebrations and heroes on offer. Christmas is already here, like it or not. Do you know what? Actual fact, I do think there was one person that was complaining. It was an MP was complaining that Tesco was selling Easter eggs in January. He can put in a complaint. He said it's far too early, but this is the thing: people will do it.
Yeah, and I sometimes think they overstock on Easter eggs. I feel like they don't need to make as many. If you're running a shop or you're running a store, you should know realistically how many Easter eggs that you need. And I'm not saying you buy. I'm saying yes, you can overorder, of course, but I just don't think they need to overorder as much as they do.
Do you know what? Funny you should say that. When we were getting it for our nephews, I went into Tesco. This is on Easter Day. It was still open. And I looked around and they had tons and tons, none of them on sale, tons of Easter eggs in there.
Yeah.
I thought, you're not going to shift all of these.
No,
people are giving them.
Yeah.
Where are we? Lauren said, oh, my birthday first. It is, Lauren. It is first. And then, but Christmas is a good sign for you, actually, because then it's not long then before you go to Florida, Lauren.
Wow, yeah.
Sam said, nope, it's never too early. It's so much to plan, especially if you lack pennies and energy like moi.
Yeah, the thing
No,
is,
I can get that.
I feel like talking about it is good, but I feel like September's early enough. And I remember one year, how many turkeys did your mum buy?
Oh, that was so funny. So what? Well, no, this was actually. So what had happened was this was my parents. I don't know why they went shopping on Christmas, on Boxing Day, food shopping.
No, this was before
Oh
Christmas.
no, you're right. This is Christmas Eve. This is Christmas Eve. She went shopping, and then as we were there in the supermarket, they had loads of turkeys. They just want to get rid of them, so they reduced them to something stupid like £3 for a ginormous turkey. So Mum bought back 3 or 4.
It was so funny. She bought like these turkeys, and I was like, but she's already got 2 in the house. Like, she's got another one. But when you've got a chest freezer,
yeah, that's what she's got.
Yeah, you can do these things. So we don't have a chest freezer, unfortunately. But I wouldn't cook turkey, to be fair, because there's only me that eats meat anyway.
Yeah.
But if Mark did eat meat, yeah, I think getting 3 or 4 turkeys would be a good shout.
I think
because because you would eat them. But like where your mum, your dad, and your brother eats turkey, and so does Siobhan, then yeah, it's probably
this is the thing. So like, and because and you're roasting it for all those. Of course, then she'll cook them throughout the year.
Yeah,
defrost them and cook them throughout the year.
Yeah.
You could have turkey look in June.
It was so funny because she just pulled up not turnips, what was it? Parsnips from out the ground.
Yeah. From the
and I just thought that was like, because obviously coming from London, nobody does that here. You just go to the supermarket and you buy your stuff. But you want organic, here you go, and it's still got all the dirt on it and stuff. You just wash it up and all of that, and then all of a sudden,
you can't get much fresher than that.
You can't get fresher than that.
Where are we? Sam said, nope, never too early. Oh no, we said that one. Tia said, oh yes, I love the build up to Christmas, cozy vibes and hot chocolate. St. Cott said there is a Jurassic World exhibition in Manchester, which I heard is really good. I didn't know that. Now, the other thing is as well, funny enough, St. Cott, Kelly and I have been saying that. We've been saying this for ages, and we must try and get around the UK a bit more.
Yeah.
Because we do spend a lot of our time in London. So a lot of the reviews we do are in London, but we should try and do some more restaurants outside.
Yeah, we try to do, if we can't, we try to do like a couple of chain restaurants because we think, oh, do you know what? Like, then other people can try them and stuff like that. But somebody was asking the other day about us doing another carvery, which I was talking to you about. Do you know what? It might be time to do another carvery video. We love a carvery, I can't lie to you. But what would be good is to find, see, the problem with Toby is if you live in the suburbs, it's great. But there's no Toby in London, like in the centre of, so I can't pop to Covent Garden and say, let's show you a Toby carvery.
No, there isn't.
And then everyone try the Toby carvery that's in Covent Garden or whatever. And that's a real shame. But also, I feel like London is lacking. I mean, there are carvery places, right? But some of them are extortionate. Like, I feel Black Clock is very good value for money. You're in the centre of London. It's like £22 or £23. But the only thing is when you're ordering the sides, it can rack up a little bit. But not, again, very reasonable for the centre of London. I feel like Black Clock is really reasonable.
But yeah, do keep those ideas coming. Thanks, St. Cott, as well. It's nice to hear that Manchester had the Jurassic World exhibition. Is that temporarily, do you know, or is that a permanent fixture? Sam said it's the most wonderful time of the year, Tia. So you guys, it's nice to hear actually. You guys really do like the Christmas. You got Halloween first, but I don't know if anybody else is into that.
I reckon Sam would be into Halloween. I love Christmas, so I like the build up to it. I like all of that. My birthday's around that time. Well, it's November, so it's sort of like the build up to it and all of that type of stuff. So I really enjoy Christmas. But I'm a winter baby here. But I'm a summer baby in Mauritius, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got 7. It is weird actually. So only 1 year I've done that, is spend Christmas Southern Hemisphere. And it feels really, really, really weird. Christmas
I love it. Summer. I've spent Christmas in 2 hot places. So I say hot places. So me and a friend of mine, we went to Lanzarote, and we stayed there, and that was quite nice. And on Christmas Day, you're on the beach, and I absolutely loved it. And then when we all went as a family, and that was in 2016. That was really quite nice. Again, to be on the beach on Christmas Day, massages, all of that. It was just, yeah, I loved it. It was very, very nice.
Kirsty said, yeah, Kelly, I think we've seen the same ad for the Jurassic afternoon tea.
Yeah.
It looks so much fun. They do a grown-ups version alongside the kids one. My son would love it. Hoping to book.
Yeah, you should, for sure. Do you know what? I feel like things like that, like, you know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory afternoon tea and Be Our Guest afternoon tea. I feel like they're such. So I was chatting to someone today, and she's got a little girl, and we were talking about Disney and stuff like that. And I said, if you take your kids, you have to go and get the princess thing done. Now,
do you know what expensive that is?
It's very expensive. They have one that's $250, I think one that's $300, and then one that's $450. So she's talking about taking the kids in a couple of years, which is fine, but bearing in mind the prices will go up.
Yeah, they will.
Right now, for this experience, it's very, very expensive, and if we had a daughter, I would raise our mortgage, obviously, because I need her to have this experience. But when you see that, and you see the little joy on their faces, and they're walking in, and you know they're like looking at their little shoes, they get to pick their dress that they want, and they have their hair done, and they have their little makeup done, and then they have their little nails done, and all, and it just looks so cute. And there was one girl which was so nice, and she had Afro-Caribbean hair, and I think the mum was worried about whether they would be able to sort of handle her Afro-Caribbean hair, but they had no problem. So clearly they'd been trained and they knew how to do it. And this girl, she just felt like she was like a prince, and it's just so nice to see. She just felt like she was a princess, and she was actually whatever princess it was that she chose and stuff like that. And it's just so lovely to see them. And then they get their little fairy dust sprinkled, which is glitter, by the way, which is just sprinkled on their hair and all of this. And they look so cute. And then they walk around the park all day with their little bag, and they're impractical. You know, their little bag and their little shoes, and they're dressed up. And it's just such the cutest thing. It's so lovely.
For $400 a day.
No, not a day.
Well, it would be if you wanted to do it another time.
Well, you wouldn't do it another time. It's a once.
Sam said, "I've got Halloween decorations up all year round." I can. Well, so will we actually. You can probably see if Kelly moved to. There you go. There's Oogie Boogie. We've got way more up there actually, but I will bring them down for Halloween. They will be there. Oh yes, it will be endured. Tia said, "Oh, I love the spooky vibes." Do you know what? It's what I mean. It's one thing that keeps me going for winter, because I don't like winter. What I do love about Halloween, you've got Halloween and then Christmas to celebrate. And then you've just got that horrible period between January then just to get through till. So, but it does cut through the winter. I have to say that. It
does, Jack. What we used to do, but I'm not sure if we're going to do that now, but what we used to do was in March, we would go somewhere hot.
Yeah.
So whether that would be, so in March, April time. So whether that would be, I don't know, Vegas, or whether that would be Florida or Lanzarote or somewhere like that. And we would go, and so that would break up the winter for us a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we won't be doing anything like that anytime soon.
Sam said, Triceratops. My first Jurassic afternoon tea idea, Dino Cake Pops. So Sam, there you go. This is going to be a challenge for you, Sam. What would be your sandwiches for a Jurassic afternoon tea? And I'm assuming you're going to do plain the regular scones. What would be your cake? So you've already got the Triceratops. What other ones would you do? So there's a little challenge, or anybody actually, if they want to do their little afternoon tea cake ideas.
What would be your Halloween afternoon cake ideas, and what would be your Christmas afternoon cake ideas? What would be like like for me, for Christmas, in my mind, I would think, oh yeah, your traditional stuff. So like mini mince pies, mini Christmas puddings or something. But I want something interesting. Like, so one hotel that we went to, they had like a beehive on the roof. And
Oh, that's a Chesterfield.
they did like a bee themed afternoon tea, which all centered around the honey that was collected. But they had this little pot and they had like a sunflower or whatever it was in there. But the soil was chocolate.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it was all centered around the bees and all of that. Like there was a honey something or whatever. So how would you incorporate that theme using traditional flavors or traditional holiday themed whatever in your themed afternoon tea? You know, like if you were doing Alice in Wonderland, automatically I think of jam tarts.
Yeah.
And I have not been, so I've been to the Alice in Wonderland. There was no jam tarts.
Well, Connie's got some ideas. So Connie said, why don't you have a dinosaur cookie cutter to make dino shapes? I was thinking the same actually. So you'd have like a dinosaur shaped cookie.
But you'd only want what? So today I was talking to someone, right? And we were talking about the sweets on an afternoon tea. And she felt that one that she went was too cakey. So there's too much cake. She comes from Singapore and she said like they have their own version, but it's too much cake. So normally you'd have a pastry, you'd have a cake, you'd have like a mousse type, whatever it is. And then she said you would have, I can't remember what the full thing was, but obviously not all 4 things would be cake. So not all things would be biscuit. So you'd have to think of something that you would have like 4 different things that's sweet. So one would be a biscuit, dinosaur shaped biscuit. What flavor would it be?
Dinosaur flavor. No, I would have it
so what flavor would your dinosaur biscuit be?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Right.
Well, Sam said I'd have should she start with the sandwiches? Tex-Mex sandwiches. Maybe some Mexican chicken salad, because the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs landed in Mexico. Clever.
Okay.
I would have a real meaty one, like a turkey or something, because then you would say and you would just call it T-Rex meat or something like that. Some real,
like Turkey Rex.
Yeah, Turkey Rex or something like that. That's what I would have. That'd be one of them. As for the cakes, you've got to have not T-Rex, Tex-Mex. Yeah, no, but you could call it Tex-Mex T-Rex. T-Rex Tex-Mex. Mini meringues like volcanoes. Oh, that's a good idea, Connie. That's a really good idea. That's a brilliant idea. You can add something like squid ink to it to make them black, like a volcano, or color them black with food dye.
Yeah.
And then you could have, I tell you what you could have, which would be brilliant. I don't know how it would work. You could almost have like some jam coming down, like the lava. So that would be your volcano. I don't know if that would work, though, or you just have them.
Well, you would have to do like an orange amber type, because that's the color of the things of the lava, right?
I'll tell you what I would do. You just give me an idea. You know the bit in Jurassic Park where he's got the amber thing with the fly in the middle?
Oh yeah.
I would have that. So you've got something like something of jelly, amber jelly, and then you would have the little fly in there somehow.
Yeah.
That's how
interesting.
I would do it. Do they still do? Connie said, do they still do the chocolate syrup that used to harden up? You've got Ice Magic.
Yes, Ice Magic. They do still do that. Yes, they do. They do still do that. I was looking for some the other day, but yes, they still do. I don't know if it's called Ice Magic or if it's ASCII. So ASCII is a make of like ice cream products. So not necessarily restricted to ice cream, but they'll do the sauces. They do like brandy snaps, and they do like the cones, and they do like different flavored cones and all of that type of stuff. But I believe they might actually still do the chocolate that hardens once you put it over ice cream. Yes.
Sam also suggested that's a really good idea, because you could have that. So you could also have like the ice cream. You pour that on the top. So like a volcano type ice cream is what you could have. But I do love your idea that the meringues. And that would be the volcano.
But again, you could color those in amber. So you can add a type of dye in your batter before you shape it. And then you'd break it into crystal and so they sort of like form the rocks as they.
Well,
fall
I mean,
out.
also to make it easy, you could just get a dinosaur bones mold and then just use white chocolate, and that's with the bone color. And then you could set that in another type of thing.
Like a mold or something.
Yeah. So that would be the other thing I would have. Ice Magic is proper food nostalgia. Sam said a mud pie like the Dino Tar Pits. Yeah, that would be quite good. Mississippi mud pie type thing.
But you'd maybe want something that has a footprint in it.
Oh
or something like that. So you'd have the footprint of said dinosaur.
Honeycomb cheesecake with amber sugar work and the fossil inside. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. I love that idea. You see, we've come up with an afternoon tea.
Okay.
Liam, how are you?
Hey, Liam, legend.
Hey,
hi,
how are you,
how
sir?
Are you?
You well? How are things going?
Please let everybody know what you're going to be up to, and can you let everyone know the dates as well?
Yes, for your run.
For Crohn's and colitis.
Crohn's and colitis.
It was the Crohn's part I remembered this time.
I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're well. So
good.
yeah, Liam will be doing a run for Crohn's and colitis to raise money for that as well. So feel free to bung that in the chat, Liam.
Put your Insta in.
Kelly got it. Woohoo! Bung your Insta in, and then if anybody wants to follow you, donate, or anything as well for your fun run, we'll be able to do so. And let us know the dates you're doing it.
Yeah.
I keep asking you the date. You probably told us, and I'm really
I want
bad.
to say it's in September, but I don't know when in September.
Actually, nice. Hopefully, it'll be cooler for you doing that in September.
Yeah. But also, you do want it to be relatively warm, not too warm, but you don't want it to. Well, mind you, some people might want it to rain, I guess.
Oh, I don't know.
Because of the heat of the running.
When I did that walk for
with Steph,
with Steph for the mental health charity, that was it. That was nice and cool.
Yeah,
because that was in September.
Yeah, but it wasn't too cold. It was just windy, right?
No, it was good because
it was windy,
though. It was so hot.
Yeah, but it was hot, but it's just windy.
It started to rain towards the end. So when we got to Greenwich, that's when it started to be a little bit. So yeah, we went all the way from London Bridge all the way down to Greenwich, past the Cutty Sark round there. It was really nice, actually. Yeah. We were so blessed. It was a lovely day. I was like, oh no, I've got to get up at 6 a.m. to get to this thing, but it was worth doing. It was really, really good. I really did enjoy doing it.
Nice.
Would definitely recommend doing it again. Connie said, jelly shot style with a candy dinosaur in it. Oh,
now you're talking Evelyn's language.
Yeah.
When you say jelly shots, now you're talking Evelyn's language.
You could just see that. You go, and then
there's a fly in it. Oh, there's a worm in it. Oh.
No, there's a dinosaur in it. Yeah, that would be quite good. You may actually see that was one of the weirder ones we had. So when we did the Peter Pan's afternoon tea, that was at the Shard. They did do that. So you had this shot of it was is it Ruboy? Was it called Roy Boy? How do you pronounce it?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
You're saying
ROOBIS.
Rubio's.
Is that how you pronounce it? So that in like a jelly, and then you had Tinkerbell biscuit sat on it.
Well, Rubio's is a tea.
Yeah, that's it. But it was a name. It was a flavour of the jam.
Oh, okay.
That's what they had. So they had that, and then of course we weren't sure. Do you dip the Tinkerbell biscuit in? Do you have it as separate? We didn't know what to do with it.
I didn't rate the sweets on that afternoon tea.
Oh, I thought the biscuit was nice, but the sandwiches were really good.
Yeah, I think like the afternoon tea was really good.
Yeah.
I felt like the sandwiches were really good, probably some of the best, possibly. I just felt like the sweets didn't match. And I often find that in general, the sweets don't match the savouries in general, in restaurants and all of that type of stuff. So unless you're actually going to a dessert place, a place that's dedicated for desserts, I feel like when you go to restaurants or when you go to afternoon teas and all of that, I feel like the desserts don't match the savouries because normally the savouries are really good, but sometimes it can be vice versa where the sweets are really good, but the savouries are really rubbish. And I did feel like both times that we went to the Shard twice, we went to Aqua Shard and we went to Ting.
Yeah.
And I have to say I didn't rate the sweets each time.
So you'll see that if anybody's interested, but you get tremendous views of London, it being up really high on the Shard. We did it several videos ago. That's when we
Yeah.
did the Peter Pan one.
But I think it was someone on here. I can't remember. They went to Hutong, but they didn't rate Hutong, and I was just like so sad because I tell you what, I love Hutong. I've been, I think 2 or 3 times, and I'm still thinking about it, thinking, do you know what, I could really do with going to Hutong. You know, it's not cheap, but I did the set menu, and I want to go again. I want to do that set menu, because I can't afford to sit down and eat a la carte. So let me just go and do the set menu. But I really enjoy their set menu for sure. And as it's approaching Christmas, maybe I'll try it. But duck and waffle, that popped up on my TikTok the other day, and I'm thinking about duck and waffle, thinking,
oh, they do breakfast as well, don't they?
They do. They're 24 hours.
24 hours a day, this restaurant.
So if you go in the middle of the night, or you feel like you want to see views of London or anything like that, you might want to go at sunset, you might want to go at sunrise or whatever. I'm telling you, Duck and Waffle is a very nice place. Go and have a look and enjoy. It's very nice.
Sam said, all you need is faith, crust, and a little bit of pixie dust. I love Tinkerbell. You would have liked this afternoon tea, Sam. I think you would have done. This was the Peter
Pan one. It was I felt like the savouries were probably one of the best savouries, I would say.
Yeah, they were really
good with the savouries. And sometimes when you're eating savouries, when they say, oh, do you want another round, there might be specific ones, but I think there probably might have been one that I didn't have but had all the rest of them. That's how good they were. And I'm quite particular about what I eat and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'm not particular because I'll have KFC or whatever because I love a good KFC. But I feel like sometimes when you're going to the higher end stuff, that there are only specific things, and that's how I deal in my mind. Is it worth the calories? And the sweets at the Aquashard were not worth the calories. They weren't. They just don't bother. And then the ting, again, just not, the things weren't worth the calories. But I am very particular when it comes to both elements. So I want to go somewhere where I really enjoy the dessert and I really enjoy the food. Because have we got Oxbow coming up, or have we done Oxbow already?
We've done Oxbow.
Oh, yeah. So Oxbow.
No. So when you mean no, we haven't. Yeah, so that's one to come up. Sorry.
That is.
When you said to do, I thought we've been there, but you mean actually uploaded?
Yeah, we haven't uploaded. So we went to Oxbow, and their salads.
Oh, you'll see this. So this will be coming up not this weekend, the weekend after.
Right. So we've been to the Ned. I rate the Ned. I do like it. There are some things on the Ned that are mediocre, and I'm just thinking, So their salads look delightful. But I'm again very fussy when it comes to salads, and I have to say, at Oxbow, I really enjoyed all this. In fact, I didn't even eat all the salads this time round. So I went a couple of months ago with some friends, and I had loads of different salads. So nice. This time, I think I only had 2 of the salads, and then I tried other little different bits. But I have to say, if I had to comparatively compare that to the Ned, and pound for pound, I would say Oxbow is better. Like if you wanted to go for something a little bit cheaper, but if you like the lobster, if you like the oysters, if you like all of that stuff, then the Ned is where you've got to go. But that's £100 per person.
It's expensive. So this, what Oxbow we thoroughly recommend. That will be coming on one of our videos.
Yeah.
You've got a question. So Kirsty said, Kelly, would you choose KFC or Nando's? That was a conversation at my workplace recently.
KFC.
Oh, wow. That was fast. Explain to Kirsty why you would choose that over.
Do you know what it is, right?
Here you go, Kirsty.
So for me, KFC is very nostalgic. KFC doesn't taste the same as it did back in the day, and it was a lot darker in color and stuff like that back in the day when I started eating it, and the skin was actually crispy, right? The skin isn't as crispy now, unfortunately, and it's not as tasty. But I feel like I like the chicken wing, and you know what is simplistic, and I like that. I know I like thighs, I know I like leg, I know I like the chips. I know I don't mind the what are they? They're not chicken tenders. I forget what they're called, but anyway, the fillets. I don't mind the fillets, and I do like the chicken wings. So and I just feel like it's just very simple. With Nando's, and don't get me wrong, I do like a Nando's. I do. And I like the chicken wings and I like the chicken thighs and stuff like that. But I feel like there's not enough.
This is like a full-on review.
Yeah, I feel like, I like the peri salted chips. You like the peri salted chips.
They're nice.
I do like the spicy ones. And although there are more elements, I'm not mad on the half chicken. I'm not mad on chicken breast. I feel like a lot of people really rate chicken breast, and I just think it's the driest part of the chicken. Like, why are we even talking about chicken breast? It's not even all that. But I don't know. I have to say, I just like KFC. I like the crispiness of it. I like the saltiness of it. I like just, as disgusting as it is, I like to have the skin a little bit separate, and I just like a lot of people don't like skin on chicken. I think that's where all the flavor is.
So Kelly's brother, sorry, Dean, he went through this phase of he just eat the skin and leave the chicken.
I don't remember him just leaving the chicken.
Yeah, he left the chicken.
But I do remember, because skin is a thing, and so in you wouldn't it's just unheard of that you would take off the skin of the chicken. It's just mad to me. And the crispier the skin, the better. So if you're just taking the best part of the chicken off, which is the skin, I'm thinking, is it even worth eating this piece of chicken? I need skin on my chicken. I need the skin.
So, Kirsty, I don't know how that will go down with your work colleagues, but that is Kelly's £10 worth.
What about you, Kirsty? What do you prefer?
Or anybody else?
Yeah. Do you prefer Nando's or do you prefer KFC?
Now, you've seen us now. We've both done a KFC live and we've both done a Nando's live. So, personally, and this is from a veggie's point of view, I would go Nando's only because KFC has terrible options for veggies. Really
well,
bad.
Chicken shop.
Well, yeah, exactly. But they're both chicken places, aren't they? Sam said, have to fly, have to fight, have to crow. If you seal chicken breast before cooking, it's very juicy with or without the skin. But you've got to seal it.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Like I said, even if chicken is juicy, I don't know what it is. I don't enjoy a roast chicken, but I enjoy breaded chicken. So I like it with, the mixture of the flour and the egg and all of that, and then you dip it and you fry it off. I like chicken like that. I'm not a lover of roast chicken. It doesn't matter how juicy it is. I'm just not a lover of it. But breast is just.
To be fair, I did read. I think I told you guys. So I did read this article. They asked top chefs what not to order in a restaurant, and a load of them said chicken. And they said not there's anything wrong with it, but they said chicken is the most boring thing to cook for a chef. It really is just straightforward. So a lot of chefs will, not purposely, but they sometimes overcook it because it's so boring to do. They keep their eye off of it.
The difference with Sam is you can tell she has a lot of love, for cooking. So I can tell that when you produce your food, it's done with love. And I feel like food is only worth it when it's done with love. I mean, if I can't think, I just don't bother eating. Then in the end, I'm thinking, I really want something to eat. I really want something to eat. But if I can't be bothered to pour love into it, I won't eat. I want to eat, but I just won't eat. And so then it becomes a little bit difficult for me. But I feel like if I go to a steak place, I know the reason why it's a steak place is that person, whoever decided to open the steak place, has a love for steak, and they're just thinking, right, this is what. So when I went to Flatiron and I eat the steak, that I'm thinking, this steak is nice. I really enjoy it, and there's not a lot of steak places I go to because a lot of places they overdo it or they underdo it or whatever, or they go, oh yeah, but this is how we cook it. You didn't even ask me how I wanted it cooked.
Oh, that was an oxbow, wouldn't it? It was.
You didn't even ask me.
If you're counting calories, says Sam, pour garlic and herb dressing or sauce over your chicken breast, then wrap them in cling film and steam. It's very tasty. There you go. Connie, yes, I totally agree with Connie. Connie said, when I go out for dinner, I love to order things that I can't make at home.
Yeah.
If that makes it. It makes
total sense. Perfect sense.
You know, people say that to me, oh, but when you have you know, you like that. And I just said, but you know, if this is why I never, ever, ever order pasta when I go to a restaurant, because I can do that myself. You just boil it and then do it. It's not the same. I want something that I can't cook at home.
But you do go to an omelette station and you will order omelette.
Yeah, that's the one. But I love omelette. But that's in one time. That's only if we go for a breakfast somewhere. But if we normally, when we go for a restaurant, it isn't breakfast. And I'll, like you say, I'll order something I can't cook myself. You're paying for the skill of the chef. It's pointless you ordering something you can do yourself. Kirsty said, I was going to say I choose Nando's for the veggie options, but it was a heated debate at work. We were split 50-50. Oh wow. The only what I will say for KFC, even though I'm not a meat eater, is the fact that it is better value for money than was cheaper than Nando's.
Oh, what KFC?
KFC is.
Yeah, I just feel like with KFC, and I like the Zinger Tower burger. There are certain things I like. And don't get me wrong, there are certain things in Nando's that I like. But if you're looking at it from a vegetarian point of view, then obviously it's going to be Nando's for sure.
It's got one veggie option at KFC, and our local place never has it in. So whenever Kia order, and it's on the blimmin' menu, which is annoying. So you order it, the food arrives,
and they've sent you salad.
And they sent me a salad instead. I thought, I don't want this. And then or it will turn up. I've got nothing to eat, and Kelly's gone, oh yeah, sorry, they said they haven't got it. Well, what is on your menu?
So there are times when I'm bougie, and then there are times when do you know what, I like the simplicity, or the simple whatever it is. And so for me, it's just, I like KFC for the homeliness. I know I can have it and pretty much, enjoy it and blah, blah, blah. But I like Nando's. I just don't like it as much as KFC. But also it depends on the setting. So if I'm with family, go KFC, we go mad, it's got it all over our faces, da, 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 da. Now, if I'm with people at work or something like that, I ain't getting no KFC. Unless everyone's getting KFC, we're getting, do you know what I mean? We're getting like Nando's, and we're ordering whatever, and we're, oh, this lovely piece of chicken, oh, this lovely peri salted chips. And so it's not as gratifying maybe as KFC would be.
Kirsty said, Connie, I totally agree about Lee went lol. Connie said, I wish Ireland would get something like a Toby Carvery chain. But I'm guessing now, it's funny that because Aoife comes on sometimes, who's from Ireland, and she said that you've obviously got the pub chains that will do their own food. But I know what you're saying. You kind of want a chain. Just pubs aren't really a chain, I suppose. Yeah, it's more what each pub will serve.
But does your local place or your local town or whatever have a carvery? Maybe not a Toby Carvery, but maybe a carvery, because I can only imagine in Ireland in general that the produce there, I don't know why, but I feel like it would be better than.
Oh, I can totally homegrown.
Yeah, I just imagine everything to be fresh. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I imagine.
Well, I find that in the West Country to London, the food tastes better.
Yeah, I feel like for some places like we go, so like with I really enjoy Ree's Bakery.
Yeah.
So the first time I went to Ree's Bakery, I bought a whole load of stuff, 20 quid. And I said to Mum, oh, do you know what? It cost me 20 quid. She goes, oh, I know, it's so expensive. I said, expensive? I said, no, this is cheap compared to London.
Yeah.
I said, are you joking? I said, this is so reasonable, 20 quid. I was so shocked with the bag of stuff that I came out with. I said, do you know, in London, like 2 or 3 items would be £20. I mean, 4 items would be over 20 quid. And I'm just going on Donatelier. because they're like £6,
Yeah,
£6
per donut.
per donut or per pastry or whatever it is. And I came out with I came out with bread. I came out with several different pastries. I came back with gingerbread men, donuts, all sorts of things. 20 quid. I was so shocked. I was like, 20 £20. And your mum was going, I know, it's so expensive. And I was like, listen, you want to try living in London? Oh, so expensive here.
Oh, Liam said our Toby shut for 3 months. Rebuild. Well, at least you'll get a nice refurbished one.
Exactly. At least they're putting money into it. That's quite nice.
Oh, Connie said, yeah, we do, but the meats are great, but they don't have the choice. And no Yorkshire puddings. Oh no!
In Ireland?
Well, Yorkshire is not in Ireland.
No, it's Yorkshire puddings, darling.
Yeah, but that's not an Irish dish.
Okay, but we're in London. We're not in Yorkshire. We still get Yorkshire puddings.
No, I am surprised they don't do them there. They are quite straightforward to make as well.
But I can't believe that you wouldn't have Yorkshire puddings on, even though I know what Mark's saying, it's in Yorkshire, but even in London or different parts of, you wouldn't. But even in the States, they have their own version, which they call popovers. But do you know what? It's only in some states. So when I was sort of like talking to sort of different people from different parts of the States, they didn't know what a popover was. Like some people knew what a popover was and some people didn't. And I was quite shocked that they didn't know that like what a popover was, and they were like, I don't know what a popover is, and then I realized, it's only in some states that they would know. It's quite strange, I feel.
Sam said in Cornwall there's a place called The Hut. It's on a beach and the food is fresh and looks amazing.
Wow.
Have you tried there?
Yeah,
is it good? There? Connie said we can buy frozen ones at Tesco. Oh, they're not the same. Frozen Tesco.
Yeah, but you know what? The frozen Aunt Bessie's, I don't know if you get the Aunt Bessie's over there.
I don't
mind them. Mark said he does it because now he makes his own, right? So now that he mixes his own, right? Apparently he's too good. He's now too bougie.
But you like my
Yorkshire pudding. He's now too bougie to have frozen Yorkshire pudding. But I'm talking about the batter. The batter's frozen. And then just listen, I can get down and slummy. I don't mind. I will have an Aunt Bessie's frozen Yorkshire pudding because I quite like it. But people actually buy frozen Yorkshire puddings that are already Yorkshire pudding. Now that I don't understand. That I'm like, why would you have those? Like, get the batter. It's coming from the batter. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be way better than the already frozen ones. But like Mark saying, yeah, I don't really make them. You used to eat them though before you.
No, I didn't. Not Aunt Bessie's ones. I didn't. Sam said, I want to go to The Hut. The fish dishes look so good. I've got to say though, seafood is so expensive. Yeah. That seafood one near us in the town near us, oh my god, that restaurant's so expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, even from the fishmongers, there is a fishmongers that pops up every now and again, but the fish is, and it is very nice. I can't lie to you, if I do what you call it, monkfish or whatever, we haven't had monkfish for ages. For about a year we haven't had monkfish, maybe more. But he does like really good prawns and stuff like that, and the monkfish, and he does oysters as well. Mark's broken a couple of tips of my knives trying to open the oysters.
But you did get me an oyster knife, so I won't do that anymore. And since you bought it, I've not had oysters. Funny enough, I did go
today, and then you didn't pick up anything.
I should have done. I should have bought some, but I didn't go. It is what it is.
Yeah, until it isn't.
Anyway, guys, I've just realised it's 8:30.
Oh.
I know, so apologies about all the technical problems we've had today, but I think we will leave the live there. But thank you so much for joining in. We do apologise for all the technical difficulties, and we really do appreciate you guys coming back.
Yeah, and joining us, and chatting with us, or just sitting in the background and watching us.
Fresh Cornish crab is the most delicious. I could eat it every day.
You had soft shell crab burger the other day.
It was nice. Soft shell crab burger.
Yeah,
all deep fat fried. It was really, really good.
You see, I'm telling you, this guy is living it up. You think I'm bougie? He's having soft shell crab burger.
I had that once. Anyway, that is it for Mark and Kelly's trip tips and things for Tuesday. But as always, we will be back Friday, 6:30 UK time. Oh, bless you, Catherine. You enjoy the rest of your evening too.
Me too.
As always, Do look after yourselves. Do take care. And remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will see you on Friday. Have a wonderful week, whatever you get up to. Try and enjoy the sun as much as you can before it eventually goes.
Before it eventually
I know.
disappears.
And we will look forward to seeing you on Friday, where we have a little surprise.
Wow, Mark's practically giving it
No,
away.
I haven't.
But
I said there's a surprise coming. How is that giving it away?
anyway, don't forget to melt my cheese.
You know it, guys. So take care, and we will see you on Friday. Bye for now.
Bye for now.